Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Eva Larae. Alright, so let's jump right into this video. I'm really excited to talk about this subject here because I know a lot of people have like their own perceptions of the civilian world versus like the military world and like how to have balance. So yeah, I just want to share some things that I've been going through or went through in the beginning of my process. So I have a little notebook here to talk about some key points in which, I went through. So yeah, the transition between civilian world and military life is completely different. It definitely has its upsides and has its downsides as well. Like, for instance, one thing was like my civilian career. So if you do follow me, you know that in the past, I have my cosmetology license, so I'm a licensed hairstylist. Also, I was a manager for a bar for many years, so I like to bartend on the side. So I did that like one day a week, and then also for people didn't really know, my 9 to 5 was property management. So I dealt with a few properties in the Northern California region in which, I kind of managed and worked. So yeah, that was my civilian jobs. I also started my own fitness and beauty brand called Naturalebodyfitness. I no longer have a clothing line, but that was one fun thing that I did in my civilian life. Like just starting my own business and building a brand. I'm still going to be building the brand, but I thought that I'd give more time to my military career right now. So that's kind of on hold, but that's something that I will be going back to. So the transition from civilian to soldier was definitely tough because of course you want to be free. You don't have that freedom, like whereas you worked for someone as a civilian, you get to do certain things, take time off whenever you want, or not really whenever you want, but it's more so the freedom, the more flexibility you have as a civilian. So I did feel that shift a lot more when me being in the military now. So the next big one would have to be like my overall like appearance, down to like my clothing. Like I can't wear what I normally would wear because like I'm a soldier first now, so I have to be a little bit more modest. I can't wear like a lot of revealing things, or if I do, I probably will not post it on my social media, just being honest. My hair, like right now I look rough because like today was my run day, so of course, like, I can't wear the lavish wigs and weaves in which I used to. If you've watched some of my videos, I do wig and weave reviews. So yeah, that's something that I like to dibble and dabble in. I mean, who doesn't like looking good? So I can't really do that now that I'm in uniform. I have to keep it more simple, like a bun, or if I do have a weave, it has to be very, very simple. Next would be my makeup. Like I don't wear my full-on beat like I usually do. Some of the videos that I've done, me being licensed, that I found my passion in hair and makeup. And I'm not saying that I don't have that passion anymore. I just put some of my time into other things military related. So I have to dial it back a lot. So I mean, modest is okay, like just brows and a little mascara. So There are some women that are walking around here with full on beats. I don't know how they do it, honey, but more power to you. Me personally, I don't have enough time in the morning, and I don't feel like I should allocate or give that much energy to a full on beat because I will look like a clown in a uniform. So, yeah. The next point would be social media. There are laws that are placed with military, me being military now, that I cannot break, especially when it comes to social media. Certain controversial topics, things that I post, things that I like, things that I talk about. I have always been a very discreet person when it comes to my viewpoints and my life. So I don't really like to share those things. And it's kind of bad for business. Like when I had my business and, I was doing that with social media, I kept politics and controversial topics off of my social media. And I still feel like that's really important because you don't want someone to love something that you like, a service or a product that you provide, and you post something that they don't believe in or they find is goes against their beliefs, then you lose a customer, you lose a follow, you lose the support. I feel like, sometimes keeping your viewpoints away from social media can help not only business, but help your appearance, help your brand. Just keep business out of it, like literally. So I didn't really see the shift. I like just me posting certain like things I wouldn't post anymore. Like if I go out of town, I don't post like me just drinking and having a good time, just because it can be like she's a wild person. So of course I don't do that anymore. But it wasn't that hard of a switch, like being more social media conscious. Okay, so the next point would be relationships. So we're gonna start with the business side. So in the civilian world, like I have definitely tried to team up with a few people to go into some business ventures in the past, and yeah, business is really tricky when it comes to certain things. Like you have a lot to think about, whether financially, whether it might be like taint your brand or whatever. Like you have a lot of things to think about. So how it correlates with the military now is like I have to think about like if this person is posting certain controversial things on their social media, like I can't be associated with that. Because like I said, legally I can be in trouble for those things, and I don't want to straddle the fence when it comes to doing the right thing. So business, I definitely will keep the same thought process as far as like just be mindful of who that person is, like, and if they're around me, like I want to make sure that they're not like a wild type person. And then the personal relationships, like I've never been the type to post like photos of me and exes or anything like that, and I don't want to seem like the type that always has a new man or what may have you, so I don't post those things at all. I've literally only posted one ex out of the whole entire span of me being on social media in 2009. No, let me correct that. I posted another ex, but his face had a clown face over it or a smiley face. I only post myself. Like I want to be clear that people don't think that I'm just out here, you know what I mean? So, and like I said, my personal life is my personal life. I really don't like to mix business and pleasure. And social media is business, but also it's a fun thing. But like in my civilian life, like I didn't do it, so I really don't think in my military career that I think I'd do that either. Like I want my personal life to be my personal life, and who I date is none of your business. I mean, just being honest, but I think that personally your personal life should be something that you guard, that you value. And yes, I am on here on social media, like giving you an insight of who I am, but there are certain things in which I want to keep to myself as far as like the authenticity of me. Like, I don't know, like some people comment down below if you don't really want to put all of your personal business on social media, if you're like that as well. And also comment down below if you say, well, hey, post the guy that I'm dating or female that I'm dating, because I mean, why not? So it's just one of those things. So yeah, to sum things up, the transition can definitely be hard for some, because if you've lived a certain lifestyle in your civilian life, the structure of the military can be quite of like a tug and pull. So I definitely will recommend people to like start fresh. If you really feel like as if your social media lifestyle or your civilian lifestyle is going to clash with your military lifestyle, I would say start over fresh. But you know, try to make sure you're doing everything within regulations, because you definitely don't want to be in trouble for something that you could definitely avoid. Also, like, it's okay to go against the grain a little bit, but you know, just be mindful of certain things. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see y'all next time on Military Mondays. Bye.